Hello, welcome back to Business Consultant. Today we have brought you another financial tool. This one is Personal Budget Planner. As you can see, the table of content includes the budgeted inputs, actual inputs, monthly and annual comparison between budgeted and actual, and then comes lastly the dashboard, which is the graphical point of view of actual and budget. Coming towards the budgeted input, as you can see, it includes all the inputs relevant to the income and expenses. The peach cells over here indicates that these cells are input cells which are changeable, whereas the gray cells indicate that these cells are the one with the formulas. So they are connected with these peach cells. However, if we change these peach cells to whatever the value we want to, they can be changed easily and they will be impacting our monthly and annual comparisons of the budget versus actual. Coming to the actual input, it is exactly same as the budgeted. It is based on monthly, 1 year based. It also includes all the income and expenses. However, these values, the inputs in the input cells, will be the actual amounts, the actual income, actual salary, wage, return on investment, or any other income. And actual expenses, the house expenses, debts, transportation expenses, food expenses, or any other. Coming towards the budget, monthly income and expense sheet, over here you can see that this is based on 1 month income and expense. It is the comparison between the budgeted and the actual only for 1 month. You can change these by this drop down menu. If you change it to 2, you can see that the value over here or the month over here changes, as well as the values in all the tables have changed accordingly. This table over here shows the income comparison between the budgeted and actual and tells the condition if it's favorable or unfavorable according to whatever the values. Same goes with the expenses. Over here, the expenses have been categorized in 6 different categories. There are house expenses, debt expenses, transportation expenses, food expenses, personal expenses, and subscription expenses. And the conditions are also being measured on the basis of budgeted and actual, same as the income out. Over here, you can see that the income expenses and their difference, that is income minus expenses, the difference that is being left is also assumed as the savings for the time being. You can change them accordingly as you want. Coming to the annual over here, you can see that this sheet shows the annual budgeted and actual amount. That is, it shows of all the months calculated together, summed together. The income and the expenses, same as 6 categories of expenses have been drawn over here. Also, the same concept of income, expense, difference, and the savings have been used over here. Coming to the dashboard includes all the relevant information in form of graphs, such as the KPIs. It also includes the ratios, the graphs of expenses compared to budgeted and actual, income compared to budgeted and actual, as well as total other expenses in the form of categories. It also includes the total income and versus the total expenses and other relevant graphs as well, which can be used. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked, do subscribe us.